Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, if you are thinking about how to modify, and I know that we all know how to modify these lessons, but sometimes it's hard to think creatively when we're under so much pressure. So I just wanted to offer some of the ideas that I would use in the classroom and take them or leave them at as you see fit. It is really important to have a ruler. If it's difficult to see, you might want to have a dark ruler and light paper. Let me know if a ruler is something that you need, and I can leave one in the box outside of White Rock School for you to pick up. Next, if you believe that there might be some tracing going on, feel free to use, I usually use a yellow marker or even a yellow colored pencil, something that's thin. Students should definitely have a pencil. Unless you're having trouble seeing the paper and the pencil, and in that case I would use a black marker or an ebony pencil. I'm going to draw with a black marker. However, I do not think that all students should be drawing with a black marker unless they are struggling to see. In the center of the paper, and you might want to help find the center of the paper, or it could be sort of in the center, as mine is not exactly in the center, just make a dot for a vanishing point. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your vanishing point, and I'm actually going to switch to pencil because I do need to do a little erasing, and take that vanishing point and draw two diagonal lines from the vanishing point to one edge of the paper. This is going to be one of your buildings, and remember, we're looking at the buildings from a worm's eye view. And to make the top of the building, we're just going to line up the ruler, and you can always line up the ruler for your child and have your child copy and then erase. Now, if we're not sure where we're going to erase, then I would suggest maybe taking a paper and blocking off the area you don't want erased so that we can easily erase. But also, I wouldn't think twice about maybe erasing, helping with that little step of erasing. Okay, so let's say we need to, that's really not working. We're going to do the next building. So what we could do is you could trace those lines with a yellow marker, and then have your child trace the yellow marker line. Again, it is important for us to try to use the ruler, but I do know it's just so hard. Ruler work is hard for all my students. And then decide how big your building is going to be and draw the top of that building. The only problem with this is that, and this is the reason why I would say maybe use a yellow colored pencil if it's available, is you can't erase the top of that. Okay, so here we have our building. And then if you're feeling like you want to keep going, then add lots of buildings. But I'd say 3 or 4 is probably plenty, and then you would draw the line across the top. But again, this top part, that would be erased, okay? Now, after that, have at it and have your child or have the artist go through and add any kind of details that they want. So maybe this is going to be a building with round windows, okay? Try to remind them that they're going to get bigger as you get farther away from the vanishing point and smaller as you get closer. And we can also add, we can trace over the ones that we like or not. But let's try to keep most of our own images on here. And then we can do little window here, bigger windows down here, okay? And let's just see what our guys come up with, because I think we are some real creative artists at White Rock School, okay? And you can make more buildings if you want to. You can make less. It's really up to your artist. Okay, and then across the top, and then maybe, big windows and smaller windows. Okay, take a picture, please, upload it to the classroom, and save your work because we will be using it next month. And as always, have fun. Get into it. I want to see our creative ideas. Thanks.